Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all to the 11th lecture of your English course, General English Language. مرحبا جميعا في المحاضرة 11 لمقرر اللغة الانجليزية العامة. So, the elements of today's lecture would include two main things. The first thing is countable and non-countable nouns. And then, after finishing this, we will go on and read a reading passage, then try to answer the questions related to it. So, countable and non-countable nouns. So, in English, and in all languages almost, we have two types of nouns. We have nouns that you could count, meaning that you could put them as items. And there are nouns that describe things that cannot be counted. So, an example of a countable noun is, for example, an apple. An apple, you could count it. نستطيع أن نعد تفاحة، فنقول تفاحة، تفاحتين، ثلاث تفاحات. فهذه الكلمات المعدودة تصف أشياء يمكن عدها كأشياء. So we have, for example, apples. We have, for example, pens. For example, I could say, I have one pen, and I have 2 pens, 3 pens, 4 pens, and so on and so forth. Also cars, I could say, I have 1 car, 2 cars, 3 cars, 4 cars, and so on and so forth. فهي للأشياء اللي يمكن عدها. Uncountable nouns, however, describe things that cannot be counted. الكلمات الغير معدودة تصف أشياء لا يمكن عدها. فمثلا, for example, can you count milk? هل نستطيع أن نعد الحليب؟ لا. هل نستطيع أن نعد الماء؟ لا. I just need water. I just need milk. I just want coffee. كذلك السكر. Can we count sugar? No. It's just I need sugar. So the idea, now maybe you understood it, that if something is countable, then it could be either singular or plural. And this makes sense. فإذا كان الشيء معدود فإذا منطقي إنه يكون مفرد ويكون جمع. فأنا أقول تفاحة، تفاحتين. لكن إذا الشيء non-countable لا يمكن عده، فإذا ما أقدر أقول إن هذا جمع وهذا مفرد. صح؟ فهو فقط شيء، كم من الأشياء. فالشوجر هو سكر. القهوة هي فقط قهوة. واضح؟ So this is the idea. فمع الcountable nouns أقدر أستخدم كلمات مثل 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. أقدر أستخدم، إذا تذكرون يا أخوان أخوات، تكلمنا عن ال articles والآن في محاضرات سابقة، وقلنا بأن الارتيكل أو الآن يدخلون على الكلمة لما تكون مفردة. أوكي، يعني يمكن عدها، فأقدر أقول a horse or an insect. لكن هل أقدر أقول a butter? No, because butter is non-countable. Can I say a sugar? No, because this is non-countable. Because a and an, إذا تذكرون في محاضرات سابقة, we said that they mean one. معناهم واحد. Okay? فهم يستخدمون فقط للمعدود، لكن للnon-countable لا يمكن استخدامهم. طيب, for example, here let's go and apply what we have learned so far. طيب, so for example, let's assume that we have this sentence. You say, I need or we need. So if the word is countable, then you could use an article, which means one, as in here, an, or you could say some. You use some if you want to say that I want a large quantity of that thing. And you use an for the countable nouns if you want only one item of that thing. فنستخدم هنا اللي هو الارتيكل an لما يكون الشيء معدود واحتاج واحد شيء من فقط. لكني استخدم some للشيء المعدود لما ابغى كمية كبيرة من. طبعا الصم تعني من 1 إلى 3 تقريبا. Okay, so I could say we need an apple, and I could say we need some apples if I want more than one apple. Well, for non-countable nouns, however, I cannot say we need an or a butter. No, I just need either butter with nothing, or I could say we need some butter. Also with milk, I could say we need milk or we need some milk. Okay, it's the same idea. فلما أقول أنا نحتاج زبدة فإذا أنا نحتاج زبدة. ولو قلت نحتاج بعضا من الزبدة, so we need some butter. It's the same. Okay. However, we cannot use an. هنا الفكرة. So you use a or an with singular countable nouns, only nouns that you could count. Use some with plural countable nouns and non-countable nouns. Okay. فنستخدم some مثل ما لاحظنا some تستخدم للمعدود ولغير المعدود. لكن الآن فقط للمعدود. Now, so this leads us to something else. So if I want to ask how much you have of something, if I want to ask the quantity that you have of something, I could use two words. I could use how much and I could use how many. Which means, what is the quantity that you have? يعني ما هي الكمية اللي لديك؟ طيب. So I use how much for what? For non-countable nouns. And I use how many for what? For countable nouns. So I could say, how much sugar do you have? Or how much money do you have? Because money is an uncountable noun. So I say, how much coffee do you need? Because coffee, money, milk are uncountable nouns. So I use how much with them. However, I use how many with countable nouns. So I say, for example, how many apples do you need? How many teachers do you have? How many cars do you own? So this is clear to you, I believe. So we say, for example, if I ask you, how much water do you drink? Notice we used much because water is an uncountable noun. Possible answer, you could say, I don't drink much water. Or you could say, not much. But you cannot say not many, because many is only for uncountable nouns. However, if I ask you, how many students do you have? You could say, not many students. Or you could say, just not many. But you cannot say not much here. Why? Because many is used for countable nouns. Much is used for what? For non-countable nouns. Okay? Now, let's go on and read the following reading passage and try to answer the questions related to it. So this reading passage about a person called James Cart. Let's read it together. My name is James. My last name is Cart. I am 30 years old. I am from the United Kingdom. I work as an engineer. I live in California, LA, which is LA is an acronym for Los Angeles. My workplace is in the city center. There are a lot of clothing shops or clothing stores around my workplace. I live in an apartment because houses are expensive. My apartment is spacious. Every winter, my family visits me from New York. I have 2 daughters and 1 son. My daughters love dancing and my son likes soccer. So now, I deleted this because it's a typo. So now let's try to answer the questions about the reading passage. So question number 1. The man is from, where is he from? Now, if you remember at the beginning of the course, we explained 2 strategies, skimming and scanning, right? When we said that skimming and scanning are 2 strategies that you could use if you would like to look for the answer quickly. If you remember, we said that scanning is where you read the entire passage and you look for the correct answer. Skimming, however, is where you look in different places. So you read the first line, and then you jump to the final one, then you go back to the middle, and then you start from the beginning. So you skim from here and there. Okay, so now let's try to apply these strategies to answer the following questions. So the man is from. Now you need to look for something related to location. So let's read the passage quickly. Now, scanning, you should read the whole passage quickly. So you should do it like this. So for example, you do the following. My name is James, my last name is Kurt, I'm 30 years old, I'm from, You do it like this. You read it between you and yourself quickly. I am from the United Kingdom. And the question asks you, the man is from, so where is he from? So the correct answer is the United Kingdom. He said, I am from the United Kingdom. So the correct answer is the United Kingdom. Now, the man's first name is, now we read it at the beginning. So he said, my name is James. So here is the correct answer. Sometimes you don't have to look for the entire passage because you remember that you have already read it somewhere. Okay, so here, for example, from the beginning, when we tried to answer the first question, we have read what his name was. So his name is James. So the correct answer is James. He works as a teacher or an engineer. Now let's read the reading passage. So my name is James, my last name is Kurt, I'm 30 years old. Let's do the skimming now, where we look at the end, in the middle. So the correct answer is not there. Let's go to the end. Every winter, my family visits me from New York. I have 2 daughters and one son. The answer is not here. There are a lot of clothing stores around my workplace. The answer is not there. Let's go up. I'm from the United Kingdom. I work as an engineer. So here is the correct answer. So he works as an engineer. He lives in Boston or California. So let's continue reading. I live in California, LA. So he lives in California. The man's last name is it David or Cart? مثل ما قلنا يا اخوان يا شباب يا شباب بان بعض الاحيان انا ما اضطر اني ارجع واقرا القطعه واعد اطبق السكيمنج والسكاننج لاني وانا احاول اجيب على سؤال معين اكون اوريدي قرات اجابه للسؤال اللي انا الان احاول اني اجيب عليه. فمثلا من البدايه احنا كنا نقرا ان my name is James, my last name is Cart. هذا من البدايه. فالان the man's last name is انا اتذكر ان في البدايه انا قرات المعلومات اللي عنه. So he says, my last name is Cart. So the man's last name is Cart. Okay, number 6. He lives in an apartment or a house. Let's go back. So he says, I live in California. Let's do now the scanning. My workplace is in the city center. There are a lot of clothing shops around my place. I live in an apartment because houses are expensive. So here is the correct answer. So he lives in an apartment. Number 7. Around his workplace, there are restaurants or clothing shops. Let's go back. So you remember now, when we tried to answer this question, we have already read what is there around his place. So he says, there are a lot of clothing stores around my workplace. طبعا clothing stores store نفس معنى shop فنفس المعنى. So he says here there are a lot of clothing stores around my workplace. So the correct answer, around his workplace there are clothing shops. طبعا هنا مكتوب clothing stores وهي تجي بنفس معنى clothing shops نفس المعنى بالضبط. The workplace is in the city center or close to his house. If you remember, in the second line, he said, my workplace is in the city center. So he has already told us that. So the workplace is in the city center. Now, the apartment is spacious or small. Let's الآن نطبق التقنيات اللي استخدمناها اللي هي scanning والskimming. فنطبق مثلا الskimming. So my name is James, my last name is Cart, I'm 30 years old. The answer is not here. I read down there. Every winter my family visits me from New York. I have 2 daughters, 1 son. The answer is not here. Here is the answer. My apartment is spacious. So the correct answer is spacious. Number 10, houses are small or big? Okay. So we read here, I live in an apartment because houses are expensive. الآن شباب لما مثلا تأتيك في الاختبار بعض الأحيان تشوف أن sometimes there is no correct answer, not obvious one. فبعض الأحيان تكون إجابة تكاد تكون منطقية. Okay? يعني مثلا هنا I could say for example the houses are طبعا هنا إما small or expensive, small or big. لكن الإجابة الصحيحة هي المفروض تكون expensive. صح؟ expensive. هذا أنا حبيت أجيب لكم كمثال هنا شباب عشان لو بعض الأحيان مثلا يقابل البعض مثلا أنه قد يكون ما في تكون إجابة دقيقة بالضبط مشابهة لما هو موجود أقدر أستشفها. أوكي؟ فهنا قال the houses are expensive. عادة البيت لما يكون ضخم ومجهز بكل شيء يكون غالي. أوكي؟ فهنا طبعا الإجابة الصحيحة المفروض تكون expensive، وفي الاختبار ما راح تجيكم نفس هذه الطريقة أني أخليك تستقرأ المعنى وتستشفه، لا بتجيك واضحة. ففي الاختبار ما راح تجيك houses are small or big وتختار، لا بتجيك إما مثلا small ولا expensive. طبعا الإجابة الصحيحة houses are expensive، بس حبيت أجيب لكم هذا كمثال إن لو بعض الأحيان طبعا في كورسات أخرى متقدمة للمتخصصين في اللغة الإنجليزية تشوفون أن في بعض الأحيان في قطع القراءة تحاول أنها تقيس فهمك أو استقرائك لما هو مكتوب. فهنا مثلا أن البيوت expensive. طيب عادة البيت اللي expensive هو البيت الصغير ولا الكبير؟ عادة الكبير. أوكي؟ لكن هذا ما راح يكون موجود طبعا في الكورس هذا، وفي الاختبار لو بتجيكم مثل ما قلنا أنها راح تكون لا واضحة لأن هذه ما هو كورس متقدم طبعا، كورس عام. فالإجابة الصحيحة هي expensive. Okay? expensive. طيب. Now the acronym for Los Angeles is, let's go back. So let's scan now. My last name is Kurt. I'm 30 years old. I'm from the United Kingdom, so on and so forth. I live in California, LA. LA is an acronym for Los Angeles. Here is the correct answer. So the acronym for Los Angeles is LA. 12. His family is from New York or Washington. Let's go back. If you remember, we read it that somewhere at the end of the reading passage he said something about his family. So, every winter my family visits me from New York. So his family is from New York. He has 2 daughters and 1 son, or 2 daughters only. So I have 2 daughters and 1 son. My daughters love dancing and my son likes soccer. Okay? طبعا نرجع ونقول يا شباب يا شابات إن بعض الأحيان قراءتي أكثر من مرة للقطعة وأنا أحاول إني أجيب على بعض الأسئلة تترك في ذاكرتي وين بعض المعلومات اللي قرأتها لي في نهاية القطعة في بدايتها. هنا مثلا قبل وقت وإحنا نحاول إن نجيب على بعض الأسئلة السابقة قرأنا هذه النقطة، ففي بالنا إلى الآن موجودة إن البيانات اللي لها علاقة والمعلومات اللي لها علاقة بأبنائه كانت في النهاية. So here I have 2 daughters and 1 son. في نهاية القطعة قالها. So the correct answer 2 daughters and 1 son. His daughters like drawing or dancing. Let's go back. He says my daughters love dancing. لأن منطقي بما أن الإجابة اللي قبل كانت عن بناته فمنطقي أنه راح يتكلم أكثر عن بناته في ما سيأتي اللي هو مقدما، مو إنه ما سيأتي مؤخرا، فمو منطقي أني أروح أقرأ في شيء سابق أقرأ في شيء لاحق. So my daughters love dancing. So his daughters love dancing. طيب. His son likes soccer or baseball. Of course, now if we continue reading, my daughters love dancing and my son likes soccer. So the correct answer is soccer. Okay? Now, I hope that you enjoyed this lecture and you've learned from it. If you have any question or any query in the future or after watching this lecture, you could send me an email, or you could contact me through the mobile phone dedicated to the course, which you could find on the Blackboard. Thank you for watching and wish you all the best. Bye.